The 40th US President, Mr. Ronald Reagan, has once told that a recession is when your neighbor loses his job and a depression is when you lose yours. Hello and welcome to Knowledge East. This is Pravanjan Tripathi, and today we will be discussing about the economic depression and the history of the Great Depression of 1929. Before that, I want to urge all of you to subscribe to your channel Knowledge East. So let's begin, and today on the show we will be discussing about what is depression, recession versus depression, and the Great Depression of 1929 and how it ended, how it started and how it ended. So there is no standard definition of for the word depression, economic depression. We are not talking about the mental depression. We are here talking about the economic depression, and it is commonly the severe form of the recession, right? And fortunately, so far the world has witnessed only one Great Depression, that is in the year 1929, which lasted for 10 long years in the United States of America. So let's understand depression. It's an economic depression, an extremely severe long-term contraction in economic activity. Normally they say that the GDP numbers, when it fall for more than 5%, and the unemployment numbers fall in double digits like more than 10%, it is termed as an economic depression. The longer period of depression, severity and the longevity of recession is called depression. So in simple words, depression is when recession lasts long, that is for 2-3 years or for more than that. Point number one. And some say that GDP numbers when fall by 10% regularly, some say 5%, some say 10%. There is no generally accepted definition for it, but if they say GDP along with unemployment, if it constantly degrows, it will be termed as depression for years. Okay, so this is the difference between recession and depression. Recession is an economic term which is often defined as the decline in real gross domestic products for 2 consecutive quarters. So if for 2 consecutive quarters, that means for 6 months, if the GDP is down, it will be treated as a recession, right? So it could be GDP, it could be per capita income, it could be anything, but it is measured as 2 consecutive quarters, whereas the depression is a more severe form of it, and the GDP of a country drops by 10%, then it is called depression, and it starts for a longer period of time. I told you earlier that there is no commonly agreed definition. That's why somewhere it is mentioned 5% and somewhere it is 10%, right? But a longer period of time, recession is for 2 quarters, depression is for 2, 3, 4 years up to 10 years. Okay, so the Great Depression, what we are talking point of the show is the Great Depression, and the timeline is 1929 to 1939, and the place of the happening is in USA, United States of America. So the stock market that crashed in October 1929 signaled the beginning of the Great Depression. By 1933, the unemployment was at 25%, and more than 5,000 banks had gone bankrupt at that point of time. So the first phase of Great Depression lasted for long 43 months. Okay, so there was a there is a huge shift in terms of the policy of USA government. The governments changed, and it continued for 10 long years. But the interesting fact of the matter is how it ended is really interesting than how it started. But we will first see how it started. As you know that whatever goes up comes down. It's a common phenomenon in share market, in investing, and everywhere. Whatever goes up goes down, but whatever goes up, it takes time to go up, right? Anything that goes up is time consuming, but when it fails, or when it falls from the sky, there is a free fall. Like if you take for an example of the jet engine, it needs enormous amount of energy to propel a rocket engine to the sky. So it takes time to build up, and it takes time, it takes energy to make the rocket engine to fly up. But when it crashes, it falls all of a sudden. So the fall takes no time, but the rule is whatever goes up comes down. So similarly, to fail, to contract, to crash the economy of USA, it requires the US economy to rise. So that happened in the year 1920, and in from 1920 to 1929, this US economy expanded rapidly. People started investing in share markets. People started making money. The nation's wealth grew in an enormous amount. So, and that was called the Roaring Twenties. That means the prosperous 20s for the USA. The USA economy grown from nowhere to a big extent. Okay, so that made people invest in share markets. From millionaires to common man to poor man even started investing in stock market, believing in that stock they can make money in stock market. The speculations rise, sometimes false, sometimes real. People thought that this kind of stocks will go up. Stocks really grew up, and people witnessed a rapid growth, and the stock markets were at its peak in the year of 1920, in the month of August 1929. So but at that time the production was not really increasing. It started declining in the year 1929. The unemployment had risen. The agricultural sector has witnessed a downturn owing to the drought and the falling food prices. Banks had an excess amount of loan. People started taking loans to invest in stock markets, and the loans cannot be liquidated. Then comes the October 1929. The first day is the 24th of October, which is a Thursday and known as the Black Thursday in the history of USA, as the nervous investors of USA started smelling that there is something fishy in stock market. Stocks don't value that much. The underlying stocks don't value that much. There is a hype about the stocks. The stocks are overinflated, so they started selling it. And on the date of 24th, which happens to be a Thursday, as there is a pre-fall of share market, or there is a huge crash in share market. And after next 5 days, that is on 29th October, which happens to be the Tuesday, it's also termed as Black Tuesday, the US stock market fails again, and that is known as the Black Tuesday. The two consecutive fall of stock market, or two consecutive crash in 5 days, marked the beginning of the Great Depression in the history of the world for the first time. Okay, so what was the severity and the impact of the depression? I must be telling you, the severity is enormous. In the first 5 years, the US economy shrank by 50%. The unemployment rate peaked at 24.9, that is almost 25% in the year 1933. During the depression, a third of US banks failed. One third of US banks failed. There was a run on US banks. So that was really very depressing. So then how come this depression ended? There was a very exciting story of the end of the depression. There is a new deal by the Franklin D. Roosevelt in the year 1932 to raise the spending of the government and the people. So that was the beginning when the first phase of Great Depression that lasted for 43 months ended. The previous government, Hoover's government, was de-elected, and new government that is formed by Franklin D. Roosevelt has struck a new deal. So the new deal paved a way for the Great Depression, end of the Great Depression. But the real end happened in the year 1939, when the World War II has begun. So why it has happened? Because in the year 1939, when US decided to join the Axis force led by the British, then the spending of the US government and in war infrastructure has raised. So that raised the economy, or the overall economy. And a year later, when Japan attacked the Pearl Harbor in US, the real war started in US. The real engagement of US force has started in the year 1940. So that marked the beginning of the end of the depression in the year 1939. Also, all these two events, the New Deal and the start of the World War, and the US when decides to join the World War, that made the free market to a mixed economy, and this has caused the historic end uh, of the Great Depression. Hope you liked this presentation. If you liked so, please share this video to your friends and kindly like this video and subscribe too. Thank you for being with Knowledge Edge. Thank you for being with us.